Emotional support animals, or ESAs, like this little guy, will now be allowed in the dormitories with a student with a doctor's note who qualifies. Now, right here behind me is the current Kent Police Station, and officers have told me that there's just not enough room for all of them. But just a few blocks away is where the new Kent Police Station is now being built, right next to Kent State's campus. I'm here outside of the Hilton Midtown, right behind me, where Donald Trump is inside hosting his election party. Now, this is the residence behind me where LaShawn Sanders and Sarah Marsh were shot and killed last Wednesday afternoon. Now, almost a week later, the suspect, David Darnell Calhoun Jr., is still on the loose. Scientists say that the Cuyahoga River is the dirtiest it's been in 5 years, and this water is anything but clean. The crime happened here at Ryan Place Apartments, just off of Kent State's campus. Now, this is where Nick Massa was Super Bowl Sunday visiting his friends when DeMonte Graham, Ty Kremling, and Marquise Greer, all armed, broke in demanding money. On February 7th, 2016, the Massa family lost a son, a brother, and a student in the Kent State community. 18-year-old Nick Massa was visiting his friends when 18-year-old DeMonte Graham, along with 3 accomplices, broke into an apartment, shot, and killed him. On November 15th, more than 9 months later, Graham, now 19, has been sentenced to the death penalty and 61 years in prison.
It is therefore ordered that the defendant is sentenced to death by lethal injection or a drug or a combination of drugs of a sufficient dosage to quickly and painlessly cause his death.
In the audience, family members, including Nick's mother, sisters, and father, some who even spoke on the former Kent freshman's behalf.
This is something I cannot fix, and it's tearing me apart. My family is devastated. We have lost the ability to trust in life as we once knew it.
Nick embodies everything that I aspire to be. He embodies everything that I want my students to be. I have and never will know another person with such a genuine love for life and optimism about the future.
Nick's father, Joe, spoke to me after the sentencing on his son's legacy and if this means closure for his family.
You know, it gives us some closure. It's nothing will be the same. Nothing's going to bring our son back and my girl's brother back, so.
Nick's father also says that to his knowledge, Graham had a warrant out for his arrest and was not supposed to be on the streets that night.
Nick's future is gone. Everything that we look forward to seeing is gone. It doesn't even matter anymore. I mean, it just hurts to know. I mean, Nick was my best friend, and he had a lot going for him. I mean, I'm as proud today as I was the last day I saw him.
I'm Lauren Stebelton with TV2 News. On the heels of the inauguration of Donald J. Trump, cries ring out throughout the country, some in support of the new president and some against. And some of those protesters gathered in the streets on Inauguration Day in the same city where the Republican National Convention was held, Cleveland, Ohio.
Trump specifically is targeting the people who we are as people of color, as queers, as trans folks, but also as activists and people who stand for the rights of the people and the working class.
In an era in which we have undivided government under the Republicans, it's going to have to be the people in Portage County, here in Cleveland, in Ohio, and all across the country and across the world who are going to have to resist this agenda if we have really much hope at all.
Now, as the demonstrators marched away into the city of Cleveland, right across the square here, another group, a pro-life group, could not be happier that Donald Trump has become president.
He had to be liked by people. We got 50 states in the United States. He took 31 states to 19. So the people have spoken.
Young and old came together for this event in Public Square. One high school student named Lucas even led the Pledge of Allegiance.
If you have, any set of beliefs or anything that you like to state, things like this, it's an amazing way to, state your opinion, state what you believe, just speak the truth. And, not just always be in our own circle, but to, come out and just make a difference.
A new era emerges as Donald Trump is sworn in as president, making his own pledge to make America great again. For TV2, I'm Lauren Stebelton.